What's good? What's good? Sorry for being late this morning, man. Sorry for running late. Hope everybody is well. Man, I had some fun talking boxing last night, man. Let me slide up and say what's up to everybody, man. What's going on, Contrell? Barbara D, good morning. David Howard, what's going on? Mr. Mileage, what's up? Branson in the building, good morning. Auntie Chia in the building, what's good? What's good? On the money line, what's going on? Keith Pierre, good morning. I think I said what's up. Robert Anderson, good morning, sir. How are you feeling, man? Love Down Gaither in the building, man. What's up? Hey, what's going on? He said, I ain't late today. I beat you. Yeah, you did. I was running really late today. I'm sorry. The time shift screwed me up, man. I got a lot of work that I got to do in the morning before the show. So, man, I apologize that I was running late. But, you know, I'm getting old, man. I can't just jump out there like that when these time shifts happen, man. It's supposed to be 9 o'clock right now. It's not supposed to be 10 o'clock, man. The way they play with the time, man, it's like it keeps me unbalanced. I guess I'm just not balanced. But I'm drinking more water, man. I'm drinking more water. So maybe that'll work with it. Help it out. Thrill True to Life in the building. What's going on? David Lynch, Jeep Red Boy, what's up? Bank Hayes in the building. What up, man? Drippy Ninja. That's a wild name. Moet Swiss in the building. What's going on, man? I'm chilling, brother. What's going on with you, man? James Clayton, good morning. Good morning, Clayton. LeVar Aikens in the building. What's up, man? Just call me GB in the building. What's going on, man? What's going on, GB? Keith Johnson in the building, man. East Driver, what's happening, man? DNA Level C Boxing. Isaiah YWD. Robin Soda, shout out to Puerto Rico, brother. Cornelius Burnett said, hey, James Clayton said, water going to help you out. Yeah, I know. Yes, sir. I've been doing well, man, with my diet, man, for the last, 5 weeks or so, man. I've been doing well. What's going on, Chris Banks? Everything's good, man. We're back into the usual flow of boxing. We've gotten past Gervonta Davis being set up for an L. And now that he's in negotiations for his next fight, we can stop acting like he's never going to fight again. And we can stop acting like there's no need to talk about him fighting other people. You know what I'm saying? All the pretend is over with. You got the king is back. It's looking like the king is back. And we can get back to talking about who's going to fight him. And we can stop acting and listening to this stupid shit that people be saying. So, like, for example, Devin Haney said some shit that I thought was absolutely hilarious, bro. What are you talking about, Devin, bro? Devin, what's wrong with you, brother? What's wrong with you, Dev? Devin, what's wrong with you, man? You okay? You feeling a little woozy and shit? This man called Gervonta Davis an underachiever. Like, let's talk about the fact that Devin called Gervonta Davis an underachiever for a second. Do you mind? Put a 1 in the chat or a super chat in the chat or the Cash App. Support the channel on a Tuesday morning, garbage day, because we taking out the garbage. This is Tuesday is garbage day where I live, so we finna take out the garbage today. And the garbage is that nonsense that a man that is 27 years old has the right to call anybody an underachiever. Devin, you don't have the right to call anybody an underachiever, dude. You're 27 years old. You've not even made it to 30 years old yet. Who the fuck are you to be calling somebody older than you with more money than you, somebody that has done everything that they wanted to do in the sport of boxing, done way more than anybody ever expected him to do? Who are you to call this man? First of all, who are you to judge him? Number one. Like, let's start off with the fact, Devin, that you're judging the man at all. Who the fuck are you to judge that man? See, when you look at the opportunity, when you just look and say, hold on, man, who are you to judge that man? And say that that man is underachieved. Are you the person that sets the goal for him as to what achievement means? Did you have some expectation for him that he didn't live up to, Devin? Or are you just repeating the same narrative that these other people are saying on the internet, bro, which makes you the same as these other people? Kentrell Cruz said the triangle theory he explained was so funny. Kentrell, can you tell me what the triangle theory was that he explained? I guess I should listen to Devin's hour-long interview, but I don't know, man. He said what's even funnier for Nine is that Tank has been vocal about not caring about belts and only caring about money for his family. And now all of a sudden, all these fighters only want money, not belts. Yeah, because the belts aren't fashionable anymore. But when they were supposed to be getting belts, Gervonta Davis wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing. Gervonta Davis is only now doing what they are now doing. So they changed to do the same thing that Gervonta Davis did. But, that's only because we accomplished so much. Anyway, the guy is only 27 years old, 28 years old. Dude, shut the fuck up judging people. Let's go. You're not made it to 30 years old yet. Like, you're a baby. You've not even made it to 30 years old. Gervonta's made it to 30 years old. Who the fuck are you to tell somebody 30 years old that they're underachieving? You don't have the right to tell somebody that. You can make an observation about whether or not, he should have fought this guy, he should have fought that guy. But man, you act like you're somebody's daddy or something. But I know what it is. You got that from your daddy. Your daddy said Gervonta Davis is an underachiever. And then you repeated that stupid shit. Like you're in the position to judge somebody like that. You underachieved beating Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? You underachieved beating Garcia, right? But you underachieved in your fight with Ryan Garcia. How about that? I think this shit is absolutely ridiculous, bro. Devin's still a dreamland for now. Remember his dream? Oh, man, I'm telling you, bro. Not she call. What's it? Not. Oh, Chris Bank. Oh, yeah, you know what it is. But anyway, the face of boxing is just a label. Yeah, I saw the Rolly interview, man. Rolly is funny, man. Rolly is an interesting guy, man. Rolly was a good interview. Rolly said Devin did not agree to that fight. I watched maybe 15 minutes of the Rolly interview. I appreciate that Rolly is so in love with God and that he is in love with Jesus and that he said he has been saved and changed his life and he's completely focused. I like that for him, man. He's in a really good place. It sounds like Rolly's in a really good place mentally. So that sounds good. I'm good for him, man. I'm happy for Rolly, you know? Underachieved, he got cheated. No, he didn't get cheated. He failed to win. So what if he got cheated? He still failed to win. He underachieved. Right? Gervonta fought the same guy and beat him. Sorry, he underachieved. He should have been able to beat him. Sorry. How about he underachieved being on a main event? How about that? How about the fact that he's an undercard fighter? Do you think that the fact that Gervonta Davis is a headliner and a pay-per-view headliner with successful sellout gates, but Devin Haney is a undercard fighter? Do you really think that an undercard fighter who is basically in a position of having to take a fight with Gervonta Davis's leftovers is in the position to tell anybody that they're underachieving? Devin Haney right now is chasing people that Gervonta Davis has already beaten. I'm sorry, what sense does that make? Gervonta Davis has already beaten the WBC world champion at 147 in Ryan Garcia. He's already beaten the WBA champion at 147 in Romero. And Devin Haney has not beaten either one of them. And that's the weight class Devin is in. So I don't understand that. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. If you're being honest in your analysis, but you're not being honest in your analysis. I listen to you guys on Twitter. I'm not putting this show up on Twitter because that way you guys have to come over here to YouTube and listen to me. But I know you're there. I know you're listening. And your positions on Gervonta Davis, since Gervonta Davis is coming back, are the exact same positions you had before Gervonta Davis was fighting Lamont Roach the last time. And it's the same position that you had when Gervonta Davis was fighting Rolly Romero, when Gervonta Davis was fighting Isaac Cruz the first time, and when he was fighting Frank Martin, and when he was fighting Ryan Garcia, and when he was fighting Leo Santa Cruz, and when he was fighting everybody else that he fought. You guys don't like the fight. You don't like the fight. You like the fight for everybody else. You like Pitbull Cruz versus Shakur Stevenson. You like that fight just fine. You know what I'm saying? You like the fight. If Devin Haney fights Rolly Romero, you like the fight just fine. If Devin Haney fights Ryan Garcia, you like the fight just fine. But when it's Gervonta, you don't like the fight. Like, man, come on, man. How come Gervonta Davis doesn't get to fight anybody? Why does Devin Haney get to fight whoever he wants to fight? Oh, I know. Because Devin really is trying to fight Gervonta. So Devin's only fighting these other guys because Gervonta won't fight him. So even though Devin is the one that left the weight class a long time ago, is in the third weight, is 2 weight classes above, talking about moving up to 4. But it's okay when it's okay when Devin fights him. Man, come on, man. I said Devin is most Phoenix, man. Thank you, brother. Devin's most successful failure in boxing. Oh, Devin, the most successful failure in boxing. How many times they said it was the Haney era, only for it to end in shambles. It is the undercard era. Yeah, I have no idea how they can be talking that much shit from the undercard. Like, Devin, you're talking shit from the undercard. Like, bro, Devin, how are you even getting fucking interviews like that? Nigga, you're the undercard fighter. Like, you're an undercard fighter. You went from being you were never really a headliner. Let's just be real. Devin has never really truly been a headliner. Never. Never. Never has he really truly been a headliner. That dude was fighting on top rank welfare cards. Hey, Shakur bashed Frank right after he fought. I found out Tank was going to fight him. Frank wanted to go out on his shield, something Shakur will never do. Devin won't ever challenge himself, either pure delusion. Look, I'm not going to say they're not going to challenge themselves because honestly, I think Devin is a highly overrated fighter. So every time he fights, he's challenging himself, challenging to see how he ain't going to get that chin tested. Trey Skills, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Man, I got to stop moving this mic. Damaging my equipment because I keep moving the mic. Hold on one second. Tank's leftovers are only money grabs because of his popularity. Okay, right. Then why do they keep winning? Really, show enough? Then why does Tank's leftovers keep winning world championships? It's not like Tank's leftovers keep losing. Ryan Garcia is Gervonta Davis's leftovers, and he beat Devin Haney. That's not Rolly Romero is Gervonta Davis's leftovers. He moved up and he beat Ryan Garcia, and he won a world championship at 140. Pitbull Cruz is Devin Haney's is Gervonta Davis's leftovers. He moved up and won a title at 140 pounds. Bro, you can say whatever you want. They still kept winning. He moved up and he won in 147. Bro, you're just talking shit. They're world champions, dog. Be quiet. Shut up, man. Shut up, son. Shut up. But hey, I'm going to say this politely, dude. Shut the fuck up. That's enough. Show up. That's enough. You can shut up for a little while. You've talked enough with the silly ass excuses. Because the fact of the matter is that Gervonta Davis has beaten people that went on to win world championships, and he's beaten people that were world champions when he beat them. Okay, so either way you go, Gervonta Davis's resume is as solid as you can. It's as solid as you can get. Because you saying he hasn't fought certain people yet because they lost the weight class. Oh, I've been complaining about his boxing matches for years, so I'm complaining about the facts that I used to complain about everything. Not top rank welfare. It is a top rank welfare card. Herb. Yeah, whatever, dog. I don't know what you're talking about with the herb stuff, man. I have no herb. I don't know why you calling me a herb? Y'all, you calling me a herb? Are you? Let me know if you calling me a herb. Please let me know who a herb is. Hey, man, if somebody bless the chat, somebody bless the chat. Hey, thank you, man. Hey, Terrell, thank you, bro. Hold on one second. Terrell Brandon with the $5 holler said, bro, thank you, man. Appreciate you so much, bro. Bro, Tank's leftovers is like stew. That shit tastes better the second day. No, I'm just telling you, man. So you guys cannot complain about who Gervonta Davis has fought. Now, here's the link to anybody that wants to debate me over this. You cannot complain about Gervonta Davis's fights. You can't. All right? You can't. You can't say he has to go up in weight to prove his greatness because he already beat the championships that are up in weight. He already beat the champions. They already won 3 of them. He has beaten 3 welterweight world champions. 3. That's 3 times as many as Devin Haney has beaten. Like, you can't even say anything about him. Jeep Red Boy, bro, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you so much. Andrew, I will destroy your super chat in a second. Marcus the Villain said, man is trash talking Tank while trying to fight Tank in Pitbull's knockout victim. They beat the guy who made him share the ring. Thank you, brother. Oh, so let me destroy this real quick. The narrative is crazy. Tank fought a weight-drained Ryan at a catch weight while Devin, an overweight, drugged-up Ryan. Okay. First of all, let's do something and destroy your argument. Number 1, I don't have a narrative. I'm giving you facts. Facts. That's not a narrative. Gervonta Davis has beaten 5 guys that have moved on to win world championships. That's 5. All right? The 5 guys that he fought that moved on to win world championships, names are Jose Pedraza, who moved up and won the WBO 135-pound title. You have Rolly Romero. Let me go to Isai Cruz, who moved up and won the WBA 140-pound title. You have Rolly Romero, who moved up and won at the least the WBC 147-pound title. Then you have Ryan Garcia, who moved up and won the WBC 147-pound title. And you have, who else was it? That's 5. You have Pitbull Cruz. You have Jose Pedraza, Pitbull Cruz, Rolly Romero. Oh, and Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios also moved up to 147 pounds and won the title after having lost to Gervonta Davis. So that's 5. That's not a narrative. That's not a narrative. I didn't construct that. Those are 5 facts. Next fact, Gervonta Davis has won world championships 6 times. 5 or 6 times. Let's see how many times Gervonta won world championships. He won the IBF at 135. At 140. He won the WBA twice at 130 pounds. He won the WBC 135-pound title. And then he won the WBA 140-pound title. So that is 5 times that the man has won world titles. 5. Is that right? Yep, 5. That's 5 times he's won world titles. And 6 times, and another 6 times that people have moved up that he beat to win world titles. That's not a narrative. Also, Tank fought a weight-drained Ryan at a catchweight. Gervonta, that was the decision of Ryan Garcia, who beat guys at 135 pounds. So Gervonta Davis gave Ryan Garcia a pound. Ryan Garcia, his last fight before that, made 135. He didn't weight drain him. Ryan Garcia was fighting in that weight class in the last fight that he had. So how did he weight drain him? How did he weight drain Ryan? If anybody weight drained Ryan, Ryan weight drained Ryan. So what? He still beat him. He gave him a pound and beat him. Devin Haney beat an overweight No, he didn't beat an overweight Ryan. Devin Haney agreed to fight Ryan at 143. The same way that that Ryan agreed to fight Gervonta at 136. That's not true that Devin fought an overweight Ryan. No, he didn't. Ryan Garcia, and they agreed to fight at 143 after Devin Haney took money to do it. And he didn't ask for a rehydration clause. So what? Bad decision on the part of Devin Haney. And let's just act like this. So what is the answer to both of those? Ryan Garcia had the ability to fight Gervonta Davis at 135. He decided not to do it because he said, I need an extra pound. Ryan Garcia had never. Oh, and let me ask you a question. Why is it that Gervonta fought a weight drain Ryan when he came in over the 135 pound weight limit, but Devin fought an overweight Ryan when Ryan fought at 143? Let's analyze that for a second. Gervonta Davis is a 135-pound fighter that fought Ryan Garcia at 136. That's 1 pound higher. 1 pound higher than Ryan Garcia, than Gervonta Davis fought at. 1 pound higher. Devin agrees to fight Ryan at 3 pounds higher. They both fought Ryan, an overweight Ryan. Didn't they? In the case of Devin Haney, it's 3 pounds over if you say he was over. But if you said, shit, he agreed to it, then he was no pounds over because he agreed. The belt wasn't put on the line. He get to keep the belt, win or lose. Nah, bro. And you call him a drugged up Ryan Garcia? Yeah. A drinking Ryan Garcia? He was drinking and he was smoking all kind of drugs. And he still whooped Devin's ass. So look, man. I didn't give you a narrative. I'm going to give you your $10 worth. I didn't give you a narrative. I gave you pure facts. Gervonta Davis has beaten 5 guys that have become world champions after he beat them. He's also won at least 5 world titles. Yes, he has. Let's count them again. The number of world titles that he's won. The WBO, IBF 130-pound title. He got that against Jose Pedraza. He won a WBA super title when he beat Nunez or somebody like that. He also won it again when he beat Leo Santa Cruz at 130 pounds for that same title. So that's 3. He won the 35-pound WBA title, and he won the WBA title at 140. That's 5 times. He's also beat Jose Pedraza that went on to win a world championship, Isaac Cruz, Rolly Romero, Mario Barrios, and Ryan Garcia all went on to win world championships. That's not a narrative. The narrative is that Gervonta Davis never fights anybody. That's the narrative. Gervonta Davis never fights anybody. How can Gervonta Davis never fight anybody when half of the champions at 147 are guys Gervonta already fought? That's the narrative. How can Gervonta Davis never have fought anybody when he's won 5 world championship fights against many guys that were reigning world champions and other guys that were previous world champions and other guys that were future world champions? Right? He's not only beaten past world champions and current world champions, he beat future world champions. How in the world could he have not fought anybody? That is the narrative. That's the narrative. There's no way that you believe that. You're just saying it. You're just saying it. Those are facts I laid out for you. Facts. You guys used to say Gervonta needs to move up in weight in order to cheat greatness, to find greatness, right? Why? When he stayed in the weight class he was in and everybody else moved up and won titles. That means his greatness was proven where he was because everybody else moved up and won titles that he beat. Stop it. If the guy already beat him, what do you mean? This is not like high school. It's not like the lightweight division is high school. 140 is college and 147 is the pros. I can understand if you said Gervonta Davis beat these guys in the amateurs, or Gervonta Davis beat these guys and it was basketball and they beat him in college. No, he beat them for world championships in world championship fights. Not only did he beat these guys that went on to become world champions, he beat the guys that became world champions in world championship fights. All of the guys that he beat that went on to win world champions were beaten in world championship fights. So what are you talking about? How are you going to tell me I got a narrative? You guys got the narrative. Just like every time Gervonta Davis gets pulled over for a traffic ticket, he's going to jail for 100 years. Come on, man. Y'all got the narratives. Gervonta Davis is a serially beats women. You have never seen him on tape ever slapping a woman. Never. He's not been accused of it. No, he is not. The two things when you don't read the police reports, you guys act like you're lawyers when you're not. And then when the biggest story in boxing breaks, easily the biggest story in boxing breaks, you guys have nothing to say about it. Easily the biggest story in boxing right now is the war in Iran. That is obviously the biggest story in boxing right now that's going to affect boxing the most severely. What's going on in Iran and Saudi Arabia and the fact that you guys sold out boxing for that money over there. The narrative is crazy. Yeah, your narrative is crazy, but I gave you your $10 worth. Marcus Avila said, man, is trash talking Tank. Oh, I got that. Thank you, brother. Oh, Deluxe Record said Haney is a herb. Thank you, brother. I'm glad I asked. Yeah, man, he's crazy. He's crazy. Man, the dude is terrible, bro. Robert Lewis says, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, man. I appreciate your disrespect this morning, man. I don't like, let me tell you, Robert, Robert Lewis, bro, I don't really appreciate that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and kick you out because, man, it's not, who wants that type of negativity in the morning, bro? You know what I mean? I'm trying to set the record straight here, okay? How could Tank not challenge himself? How does Tank not challenge himself fighting world championship fights? How? Just because you're better than the guys. First of all, Gervonta Davis just fought to a draw with Lamont Germont. How is Gervonta Davis not challenging himself when the man literally just had a draw with Lamont Roach in his next fight? He fought a world championship fighter to a draw in his very last fight, but he's not challenging himself. How does that work? No, you said he's not challenging himself. What do you mean he's not challenging himself fighting Pitbull? Pitbull's a fucking world champion. Yes, he is. Pitbull Cruz is a world championship. That's a fucking challenge. Just because you're favored to beat somebody doesn't mean you're not challenged. Just because you're favored to win does not mean it's not a challenge. That's fucking ridiculous. Devin Haney, that's like saying Devin Haney did not challenge himself against Brian Norman Jr. Devin Haney did not challenge himself against Regis Prograis. Did Devin Haney challenge himself against Regis Prograis? Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. The man won a world championship since the last time Gervonta Davis fought him. You think the only time somebody challenges himself is if you think they're going to lose? Devin's a fucking buffoon, okay? First of all, Devin doesn't even have the right to say shit. You're a 27-year-old kid that is just talking shit. Shut the fuck up. You've not fought the guy. What do you mean he won't challenge himself? You fought guys that he fought. And let's also say something like this. Let's also call it like it is. Devin doesn't believe it. Devin's a liar. Man, fuck out of here, bro. You're out of my life, bro. I'm not about. Oh, that's a challenge? Oh, there's only one challenge? There's only one challenge? So if Gervonta Davis fights Gary Antoine Russell, that's a challenge. But if he fights somebody else, that's not a challenge. Are there any other challenges? Are there any other challenges? Now, I just wondered, are there any other challenges that are going to turn around and be challenges for other people, but not be challenges for Gervonta? It's amazing how you come up with these cornball-ass labels. You guys are these fucking labels, bro. Get rid of the labels. All right? Every time that's not acceptable. That's not challenging. That's not elite. Man, fuck y'all labels, bro. You always got some term to throw at some damn body and then some standard to slap on them like you're the one that gets to judge everything. You don't get to judge whether or not it's a fucking challenge for Gervonta Davis to get into the ring, offer a year's layoff to a former world champion that he had a hard time beating before. Just because he has two hands doesn't mean Pitbull doesn't have two hands. Pitbull fought that guy Pitbull had like a week's notice. No, it seems like you cry about what he's doing. It seems like you got a fucking problem with everything he does. Is there anything that Gervonta Davis can do that's right? Gary Antoine Russell's a challenge, even though Gary Antoine Russell has the exact same belt that Pitbull had. What fucking sense does that make? You say Pitbull's not a challenge at 140, Gary Antoine Russell's a challenge at 140. Even though Gary Antoine Russell has a loss at 140, just like Pitbull Cruz has a loss. Gary Antoine Russell lost to Puello. But that's a challenge. If Pitbull Cruz is not a challenge, even though Pitbull was the WBA champion and Gary Antoine Russell's the WBA champion. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Anything, let me tell you the answer. Let me tell you what a challenge means. A challenge means something that he's not doing to you. That's what Gervonta Davis chasing a challenge means to you. It means him doing something other than what he's doing. That's it. That's your definition of a challenge. Let me name somebody that he's not fighting. And if I just name somebody he's not fighting, that tells you he's not fighting people he should be fighting. So you pull out Gary Antoine Russell. Bro, I've made a bunch of videos about Gary Antoine Russell and who should be fighting Gary Antoine Russell and all of that. Gervonta Davis has to go to 140 to fight Gary Antoine Russell, and that's a challenge. But you ain't asking nobody else to fight Gary Antoine Russell. Nobody. Who else is Gary Antoine Russell a challenge for? If Gary Antoine Russell, I'll do the arguments that you guys do. If Gary Antoine Russell would have called out Devin Haney, oh, that's not a challenge for Devin Haney. He doesn't deserve the fight. When Gary Antoine Russell was calling out Richardson Hitchens, you need to get your weight up. But instead of Gervonta Davis taking on a bigger name fighter, who is a very good fighter, who is a tough style for Gervonta and proved to be a tough style for Gervonta, no, we don't want to see that. We always want to see something else until it's time for us to say we just don't want to see him fight at all. And then it's time to say we'd rather see Gervonta Davis in jail than we'd see him in a boxing ring. Because let's be honest, bro. Bro, let me tell you, the discussion with you is over. You're on timeout, dude. You don't tell me what the discussion is. Let's get some shit right. Planet Mars. Your ass must be living on Mars. You don't get to tell me what the conversation is that we're having here. I'm telling you what the conversation is. You fucking complain about everything Gervonta Davis does, and it's getting old. Without a doubt, you're going to complain about what Gervonta Davis does. For sure. Okay? You don't get to tell me what the conversation is. You pulled Gary Antoine Russell out of your ass is what you did. You just named somebody else. Well, when somebody says, why shouldn't he fight Pitbull? Who else should he fight? You're not going to say Richardson Hitchens. He shouldn't. Richardson Hitchens. What about Richardson Hitchens? Why aren't you calling for him to fight Richardson Hitchens? Why aren't you calling for him to fight, why aren't you, Dalton Smith? Why aren't you calling? No. Fuck out of here, bro. Exactly, man. Marcus the villain got you dead to rights. He said nobody says shit about Shakur and Gary Russell, but now inactive Tank has to fight Gary to prove himself. Man, you guys just pull shit out of your backside, dog. You guys are bums. You guys are bums, bro. Seriously, man, with that dumb shit. Stop it. All right? All that stop it. Please stop it. But anyway, anybody would like to debate it, please give me a holler. I know that your boss has told you not to click the link, but you know, you guys can't act like Gervonta Davis isn't alive anymore. You guys can't act like Gervonta Davis isn't alive anymore. I know you guys thought that you hit the shutdown button on Gervonta, but you failed. You guys tried to hit the shutdown button on the PBC and you failed. And you don't have the funds to pull it off anymore. You guys are just auditioning because they can't be no more money because your boy got bombed. All these points are valid. Anybody really being serious knows all of these are facts. He's breaking everything down. Dog, Gervonta Davis is one of the most accomplished, successful fighters that there is in the sport of boxing easily. And the powers that and these bullshit ass people that support Bill Haney and Devin Haney and DAZN and Ring Magazine don't want that to be the case. They want to be the ones to name the champions. They want to be the ones to name the superstars, and they want to use all kind of different mechanisms, whether it's underhanded, whether it's public, whether it's financial, whether it's in public intimidation, whether it's public humiliation of people, whether it is underhanded business deals. They want to do whatever they want, whatever they got to do to control what it is in boxing. I'm not going to pin a link, but there's a link right there. Here's a link right here. There you go. Give me 1 second, though. I have to do one thing. Hold on, Devin fans. Give me 1 second.
You don't know what I've been training like. You don't know the vision I have. You do. Now, no, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm strong. I'm strong. Strong. Woo! I don't know if Ryan Garcia is taking the fight serious or not. I'm strong. I'm strong. Strong.
All right, hold on 1 second. King of Hating, how can I help you, bro?
Man, I was listening to this conversation, man. I'm just wondering, like, man, you know, I think Tank screwed up, man. Like, why the hell he fight a 4 division champion like Leo Santa Cruz instead of fighting somebody like Jose Ramirez? Why he do that shit, man? Why did he move up 2 weight classes to 140 and fight Mario Barrios for that title instead of picking off Josh Padley? He should have done that, man. He just over here not challenging himself. And shoot, he was talking about weight draining. And why did Tank, get weight drained by Leo Santa Cruz after he already fought at 140? He went back down to 130 to fight Leo for his title, and he still managed to win. Like, so he shouldn't have weight drained himself, man, because we know how much of an issue that is. I don't know, man. Like, it just seemed like Tank making all the wrong moves. If he would have done something like, he could have gone up against Padley and Haratunian on the same night. Like, he could have fought Padley as the main event on the prelims.
Hold on 1 second. Dog, I'm gonna get y'all some shit straight real quick. First of all, young Merlot, have a good day. Goodbye. And then second, I'm not gonna pin the link. If you are talking to me and you want to say something, then I'm gonna put the link in there for you. Then you can click that link, and that link is for you. I am not pinning a link so that when I talk for an hour and a half, that you can jump on whenever the fuck you want. No. If you say some shit where you want to talk to me, I will put a link in there for you specifically, so you specifically can say what you want to say. This is not some open conversation where, hey, I'm talking 35 minutes from now, we're off topic, you jump on and change the topic. No. So if you want to debate me on what I said about Gervonta, then you can put in the link, put in the comment section to drop the link. I will put the link in there and you can do it. However, I'm going to guarantee you that you're not going to do it because it is a waste of time. So don't play like you don't know the rules. You know the rules. I'm not setting myself up for any okie doke from you guys by pinning a link so that 35 minutes from now, 45 minutes from now, you can jump on and start talking. No. If you say something to me, then click the link. If you don't have anything to say, leave it in the comment section. And if you get too rude, we're going to have to block you. Don't act like you don't know the system. I'm not ducking y'all clowns. You listen to me all the time. And you know full well what I'm saying is 100% accurate. 100% accurate. You cannot say Gervonta Davis doesn't take challenges and doesn't fight people when he's fought and beat 5 guys for world championships, and 5 guys that he beat went on to win world championships. And the guys that you say are taking on all the challenges lost to some of them. Okay? Cut it out. You got a bad story that you're selling, and you're trying to find a way to break the system that I have on this channel, which is that you can say that shit to me directly after you leave a comment. Don't tell me somebody has an excuse because I don't put a link up there for any Tom, Dick, and Harry to jump up and interject in a conversation at any point in time. You guys are what you call, and I'm this is not to the person that left it. It's generally speaking. You guys are a bunch of fucking bots. Okay? You guys are a bunch of PR guys. That's why I have wrenches to begin with. That's why I have limitations on who can talk to me and being subscribed for a certain amount of time. That's why you guys can't have an open and free discussion with me, because you're underhanded, dishonest people that are out here trying to mislead people on purpose. Okay? And you use all kind of different tactics to do it. Flat out lies, diversions, straw men, all kind of stupid shit. You send people and talk bad about people on other channels when I'm not around. Fuck every single solitary one of you. If you want to debate me, come get your ass fried. Because guess who ain't going to jail, bitch? It's not Gervonta. Huh? What happened to all of that? He's going to jail shit y'all were talking about. Let's not talk about how he's an underachiever in boxing when you guys were just calling him a piece of shit human being 3 weeks ago. And it winds up that none of the shit you guys said about the guy was wound up true. So you guys keep spreading falsehoods on the guy, and they keep adding up and adding up and adding up. And you want to count them as, well, that's just another accusation. That's another accusation. While you guys are the ones making the accusations. You guys are the ones setting up the horrible shit on one side. And then on the other side, you attack them in the media. The same way you try to attack me in the media. So if you think you can beat me in a debate, which you know damn well you cannot, so you should just zip your list, shut the fuck up, and keep moving, or click the link when I actually put it up there. Okay? But you don't want that. You want to continue to tear down this young man, Gervonta. That's what you want. You guys are not celebrating the fact that it looks like he's not going to jail. Let's talk about the fact that I'm happy that the man doesn't look like he's going to jail. Because if it doesn't look like he's going to jail, it means looks like he didn't do it. So you guys don't want to step back from that. You don't want to step back about, oh, I feel so sorry about what happened to the girl. You guys backed up. Oh, well, how many weeks ago did Blue Blood do that? When the writing was on the wall for y'all? When he was like, well, I think he should sue people if somebody falsely accused him. Then y'all right back falsely accusing him of never fighting anybody. You guys, oh, it's so sad that Gervonta gets accused of this stuff with this girl that it looks like he didn't do. But then you don't even say that. You guys just jump right in to accuse him of other shit he didn't do. Like not ducking competition. You know damn well he didn't duck competition. You know it. Because these guys are all world champions. How the fuck did he duck competition? How in the hell What is he? What was he, a fortune teller? Was he a fortune teller and knew, oh, let me get these guys now while they're weak because I know full well that they're going to go on and win world championships to make me look good? Okay, where is it in Gervonta Davis's capability to pick guys that he knows are weak now, but yet are of the quality to win world championships later? Damn, he's a smart-ass guy to set that shit up. Oh, it's a cherry pick now. Yeah, let's cherry pick them now before they get to their natural weight. That isn't even how it fucking works. These guys win world champions by squeezing down to weight, is what they did. Devin got his world championship because he was fighting little guys. Gervonta Davis wasn't fighting little guys. Gervonta Davis was fighting big guys. And you don't even want to give him credit. Do you know what the fucking weight advantage he had to have been under every time he fought those guys in the actual fight itself without the rehydration clauses at 135? But no, you reframe the entire thing from he's in a weight class where there's a bunch of guys that have no business being there because they should be at 147. He fights them and beats them, but it's his fault that they did that. Because now, they would have never, they won world championships at 135. It's not like Devin didn't win a championship at 135. He did. It's not like Keyshawn didn't win a fight at 135. He did. They're at 147 too. Were they weight drained when they won their world championships at that weight? Huh? Was he? Is that the story then? No, it wasn't the story then that he's weight drained and all of that shit. No, you said that he's the greatest welterweight that has ever been around when he was fighting at 135. You didn't say when he was at 135 that he was drained. You said Gervonta Davis was ducking him. You didn't say, oh, you shouldn't fight Devin at 135. He's weight drained. You didn't say, oh, before he fought Ryan, you didn't say, oh, he should fight Ryan Garcia at 147. He shouldn't fight him because he's weight drained. You didn't say that shit. You didn't say he shouldn't fight anybody because they were weight drained. You only say that they were weight drained when it's time to take the credit away from them when they win world championships at 147. Dog, I mean, come on, man. How many one-sided arguments are you guys going to make? It doesn't matter what the kid does. He's wrong every single time. You guys were wrong about the kid going to jail. You guys lied about there being a videotape of him punching a girl in the mouth. You guys lie blatantly about the fact that about him being accused of things that he wasn't even accused of. He wasn't even accused. And you guys are running him around calling him a piece of shit human being and like Ray Jackson. Ray Jackson literally said that shit and the only reason I'm responding to Ray Jackson now is because Ray Jackson said it in the comment section of this video of a live stream. Where you said, oh, I just hate what he did to that girl. You don't know that he did anything to that girl. And a matter of fact, he's accusing that girl of trying to extort him. Like it's not possible that a girl can extort you. Especially with you lying asses. You guys know perfectly well it's capable of these girls lying. You know why? Because y'all lie every fucking day. You can't tell me a group of lying motherfuckers like y'all don't know somebody else when they lying. You niggas lie all the goddamn time. Shit is ridiculous. And you should be ashamed of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You guys are ashamed of yourself with the stories you sell on this guy. Come on, man. You guys had this guy's name all over the media, all over the world, calling this dude a kidnapper, I'm surprised you didn't call him the R word. Kidnapping, beating, and all of that shit. You bought every word that was said. You didn't question it at all. 100%. And then you guys said he was on the run from the police. The man didn't even leave the county, but he's on the run from the police. And then after that, he's going to go to jail for probation violation in Baltimore. But then after that, come on, man. Oh, well, he needs to sue this girl because you can't play with their brand and reputation. You know why you had to say that? Because they probably sued your asses for playing around with his brand and playing around with his reputation. Man, you guys are disgusting, bro.
Crazy,
guys,
ain't it?
you guys are disgusting. I'm sorry, man. I snapped on that, bro.
No, it's all good. Yeah, because it's crazy, man. You know, like shoot, maybe things would have been different for Tank. Like if he would have fought, because you remember when Frank Martin beat Haratunian, you know, he should have fought Haratunian instead. So that way he get the credit that Shakur got for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you should have
So
fought Paddy. You should have fought Paddy.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who he should have fought. What was the guy's name that Devin beat for like the second title defense from Cuba? Little short dude from Cuba.
What was that? Jose Ramirez?
No, little short dude from Cuba. The one that wobbled Terrence Crawford.
Oh, Linares. Was it?
No. The Cuban.
The
Starts with a
Cuban. Oh,
T.
Gamboa.
Oh, yeah. He should have fought Gamboa. Like Devin did. Oh, I forgot. He should have. Oh, I forgot. He did fight the same guy Devin did.
And knocked him out. Devin said he was going to beat Gamboa into retirement and went 12 rounds with him.
I'm sorry. Hey, bro, I'm going to throw you out of here. Wasn't Tank involved in a hit and run and injured a pregnant woman? I would like to tell you something. If you get in a hit and run with a pregnant woman, you most likely do not know that woman is pregnant. You just know you got in a hit and run. And the answer is yes, he got in a hit and run. And you know what happened to him for his hit and run? He's on probation for his hit and run, and he is serving his sentence for hit and run. So if you want to criticize Gervonta Davis for being somebody that did a hit and run, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Criticize Gervonta Davis on his channel all day for a hit and run. Because you're not going to get anything out of me for that. The only problem is when you start accusing him of punching women in the face. Because that's a huge difference, bro, between a hit and run. That's why he's on probation. There's a huge difference between a hit and run, which is greatly irresponsible. And that is a serious accusation. Versus you going to grab a girl and in a girl's face. That's not the same thing, bro. Okay? Hit and run is a bad decision. You have an accident. Oh, shit. I'm moving off. People do that shit every day. Get in a car accident, bump and run, and oh, shit. And they drive off before you get their plates so they can't get the insurance money. Okay? People do that, and you need to be punished for that. So if you want to talk shit about Gervonta for that, dude, knock it out. Say Gervonta Davis doesn't deserve a fight because he was involved in a hit and run. If you say that, there's no argument coming from me. If you think that is so severe, a hit and run, that Gervonta Davis, you know what I mean? Gervonta Davis could have had an accidental car accident and people could have died. That could have been a terrible thing too that could have happened. If something bad actually, but let me tell you the difference here. When Gervonta Davis actually did that, what you guys are talking about are things that Gervonta Davis didn't even do. And 2 times, I can tell you, the 2 times that his girlfriend called the police, neither of those times did she even accuse him of hitting her. You get me? She didn't accuse him. When she called the police, she said, I'm scared, I'm nervous, about what he's going to do. And then they came there, and then they talked to Gervonta, talked to her, and then guess what? It went away. But you never heard her say that he hit her. You didn't hear that because she didn't accuse him of that. The second time around, Gervonta Davis was not accused of hitting her. Gervonta Davis was accused of throwing something at the ground. He wasn't even accused of hitting her. So for you guys to say he was accused of hitting her was just a lie. So for you to extrapolate even further and saying, oh, this guy's a guy that runs around hitting women. Well, bro, who's the woman that actually accused him of it? You can't come up with the name of a woman that accused him. And that's a usual attempt by liars, because that's what you guys are. You're liars, and you're very skillful liars. So when somebody accuses somebody of something, you just make a bunch of accusations and then say, oh, where there's smoke, there's fire. If I accuse Gervonta and say that he punched a girl every time he gets a traffic ticket, then people are going to associate a traffic ticket with him beating up a girl. And they're going to be like, oh, damn, he got pulled over again. Did he beat a girl? He never got accused of it. He got accused of speeding. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, you guys are just liars. 100%. You're not confused. You're not debating. You're just lying, trying to mislead people. You're trying to control the narrative. You're trying to get people to feel sympathetic for certain people. You're trying to get other people to feel negative about Gervonta. So anything that happens with Gervonta, Adams Boxing, and I'm going to say that to you because I got respect for you. But man, give me the fucking break. Gervonta Davis just a week ago wasn't fighting nobody. He was retired. What a waste of talent. Then he makes a comeback and it's not good enough. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, how sad it was, all the wasted talent Gervonta had. Y'all were selling Gervonta Davis as a wasted talent who is never going to fight again. Maybe not you specifically, but that was the tone. He's never going to fight again. What a waste of talent. Now he's back in the ring. Oh, what a waste of talent. You know what I mean? It's a waste of talent because he got accused. And then it's a waste of talent because he decides to come back. Like, either way it goes, he's a waste of talent for you. It's just, what explanation are you going to give for him being a waste of talent? Because you guys are insistent on selling this idea that he's a failure and you guys are the real success. Come on, man. Social media is not going to work like that forever, bro. We know what the fuck you're doing. Crazy.
And the other thing that's crazy about that is we actually got Shakur on video doing what they accusing Tank of. We got Devin Haney actually being accused of putting hands on, baby mama and stuff and kicking her and everything while she was pregnant and all that. Didn't she say he threw her down the stairs too? So how come they're not, keeping the same energy with them? That's the part
Turkey's not paying him. Because Turkey's not paying him. Turkey's not paying him.
Must be nice to have that turkey money.
Yeah, Turkey's money did not flow down to negative campaigns on Devin. No, Turkey's money flows down into a bunch of media that want to sell Devin and want to sell these other fighters. But that's okay because that money is getting bombed right now.
All going down the drain like they is. I'll go ahead and say this before I roll.
Yes, sir.
One day, Tank will finally, achieve greatness. He's gonna have to fight, Padley, Haratunian, Zepeda, Brian Norman, Jose Ramirez. He's gonna have to fight all of them on the same night. So he can fight all of them on the same night and retire. Then he'll finally be seen as an all-time great because he finally will have stepped up and fought the same type of competition as his contemporaries. That's one thing he's been missing. He ain't fought the same killers his contemporaries been fighting. And one more thing, one question. If Tank's opponents are only paydays because of his popularity, then I want to know what's that make Devin and Shakur's opponents? Because you can't fight them for money or titles.
What was it? Why is Gervonta Davis's only big names because of paydays? That's why. First of all, that's why everybody's a big name.
And what's to say about them?
That's like saying, why is everybody that is a big name have a big name? Dumbass. It's a big name because they fought Gervonta, which makes him a big name. And since they were on a big stage and a lot of people saw him, it makes him a big name. The same reason that you think people doing YouTube, a bunch of bots on a YouTube page makes you a big name. Like, that's why Devin's a big name. Devin ain't a big name because he fought a fight that a lot of people watched. He's only a big name because you guys can buy 83,000 likes on an Instagram post inside of 20 minutes. That's why he's a big name. He's a big name. You guys are big name because the media that wants to make you a big name tell people you're a big name. Though you know who's a big name when people won't stop talking about you. Not when somebody is being paid to talk about you. You're not a big name if people have to be paid to talk about you. You're not. All you are is somebody that got a bunch of people paying you a lot of money. But we already know what that game is. That game is about keeping people from watching Gervonta. That's all you are. You're the other fucking items on the menu, bum. That's all the fuck you are. You know what I mean? Everybody wants steak, and every once in a while somebody will come in there into a great restaurant, and that's not what they want. They'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm a vegan. You got some tofu or some shit? And they'll serve some fucking tofu. That's all you are. Tofu at a fucking steak restaurant. Don't nobody give a fuck about you if there ain't no steak in the room. Fuck out of here. You niggas is undercard fighters and also rans. That's all you are. You're just a person that they gotta pub up because they ain't got Gervonta. That's it. That's all you fucking are. Nothing more than that. You're a fucking filler. That's it. You have to be there because Gervonta has to fight some fucking body. Okay, that's all you are. A bunch of some fucking bodies. I'm not even saying you're a nobody. You're a some fucking body. Who's he going to fight? Some fucking body. We don't care. Who are we going to promote to be the face of boxing? Some fucking body. We don't care. We're going to own him either way. That's why Zufta is just putting Zufta suits on you bums and saying, shit, why should we sell you? We'll just put a Zufta hat on your ass and sell you. You ain't sell Zufta. You ain't got no name recognition beyond Zufta. Fuck out of here. You ain't got no name recognition beyond Ring Magazine putting you on that fucking list. That's it. You guys are a bunch of fucking also ran somebody ass niggas. That's what the fuck you are. And at the end of the day, that's what the face of boxing is about. Everybody that fought Ali in the 1970s to a number was another nigga. That's it. Who else? Who's fighting Ali now? The rest of it only depended on how good you thought he was and how good a shot you thought he had. Made the fight bigger or smaller. Other than that, bro, it was the Ali show because that's what it really was. Just like it got to be the Floyd and Manny show because that's what it really was. You guys are a bunch of somebodies like Jesse Jackson. I am somebody. I am somebody. Keep hope alive, nigga. Keep hoping that your ass is going to be somebody. Nigga, you are anybody. And don't nobody give a shit about you fighting. That's why they throw you on any fucking channel, on any fucking network. Like, get out of here, bro. Let the dudes that are really shining, let them shine. All that fake shit is fake shit. That's what it is. All that fake shit is fake shit. At the end of the day, the cats in Baltimore, New York City, New Jersey, and the area around Gervonta are going to come out to watch his fights. When they put that shit on TV, people are going to watch it one way or the other. Whether they steal it, go to the pay-per-view, buy the pay-per-view, whatever they do, they're going to watch it. And when it's going on, the attention's going to be there. And that's what makes him valuable. Not your opinions as to how many world champions he fought, this, that, and the other thing. While you guys at the same time argue out of both sides of your neck. You argue that the belts are the only thing that matters, but the belts don't matter anymore. Well, if the belts don't matter now, then the belts didn't matter then. If the belts were phony and full of shit now, then they were full of shit when Gervonta said that they were full of shit. But no, they weren't full of shit because that's what you had at the time. Now that you don't want them, they're not worth anything. Anyway, you guys are a bunch of any fucking bodies. I'm telling you, you are. There can't just be one fighter that's the man and everybody know. So there's always going to be a guy to fight him. So the question is, where are you in that line to fight him? And if you can't fight him, you want to argue like, oh, he never does anything. He's terrible. He's an underachiever. Look at me. Nah. I know this, Devin. You've never made a profit for any fucking body. Let's talk facts. You have never made a goddamn dollar for anybody in boxing as far as a promoter went or a network went. You have been losing money for people the entire time. Yes, you got paid because you're an employee of the promotion, but the promotion itself lost money, all of it. All right? You guys got brought up on networks where they gave you guys budgets, and they didn't care if you sold tickets or not because they were trying to build something. No, Gervonta got it honestly. And let's talk about underachiever for 1 second. Nobody even signed Gervonta out of the amateurs. Gervonta did not get signed or an offer from Mayweather out of the amateurs. He did not get an offer from Top Rank out of the amateurs. He did not get an offer from Matchroom out of the amateurs. He did not get an offer from Golden Boy out of the amateurs. He didn't get an offer from anybody out of the amateurs. Nobody. Devin got all the offers. Devin was the big guy. Devin was the future of boxing, not Gervonta. Gervonta has overachieved because he never got signed until his 10th fight. And he had to beat up Devin Haney to do it. And he beat up Devin Haney to do it. And then he knocked out everybody on those big stages. He did it. When they put him out there, he knocked these guys out. He did the work. Sorry, Devin. Gervonta is not an underachiever. That's ridiculous. But that's okay. That's what you want to sell. Go ahead, Keita Hayden. I'm keeping you too long. My bad.
No, it's all good, man. But I'll go ahead and catch up with you later.
Yes, sir, brother. Thank you so much, man. I'm sorry I went on. Yes, sir.
No, it's all good.
All right.
Take it easy.
Yes, sir. No, man, I'm serious, man. For everybody that has ever worked in their life to get something and the establishment wanted to give it to some fucking body else. You know what I mean? For anybody that just watches something that you earned, but somebody else was supposed to get it, and they decide that no matter how much you deserve it, they're going to set the stage and they're going to manipulate things to make sure that the person that they wanted to have it has it. And that is the story of Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney. Devin Haney was supposed to get it, but Gervonta Davis wound up being the guy that got it. So these same people want to conspire to get it to be Devin at all costs, not just doing things in favor of Devin, but also doing things to try to ruin the reputation and the opportunities of Gervonta, because they know they can't be two kings of the hill. So they're trying to get rid of Gervonta and they wanted to bring up Devin. They can't do it with Devin, so they'll take anybody. Let's tell the truth about what you guys have been doing. Okay, that's what you're doing. Talking about Gervonta Davis is underachieved. Man, how are you going to say somebody's underachieved as young as you are and without you even, dog, you did not get out of, man, when is Nevin? Oh, anyway, man, big homie in the building, Soul Glow. Thank you, brother, for the dollar holler. Let me get these back. Devin, take your ass to 154 and fight Boots, somebody your own size. Exactly. The dude don't even fight guys his own size for most of his accolades. Most of Devin Haney's accolades come at 135 and 140, where he shouldn't have probably never even fought. Big homie in the building said, Tank too real. He should fake up a little and sue those boys. Oh, that ain't fake. Suing him. He should sue him. Marcus Seville said, I'll throw it up in a super chat. Wasn't Devin accused of beating his pregnant wife on film, punching a civilian at a carnival, got boom? Yes, he did. But that's okay because that's behind Devin. That was a learning experience for Devin. Marcus the villain. Thank you, brother. No, so you got to understand, Marcus the villain. When you're getting the WB treatment, that doesn't matter. Devin's a good kid, so you got to understand. Because Devin is a good kid. that is just a learning experience for him. But because Gervonta Davis is a bad kid, that's just indicative of Gervonta Davis's personality, and that's what's going to happen every time. Do you understand what I'm saying, Marcus the villain? Let me give you the logic here. You have to understand, first and foremost, as a rule, Devin is a good guy. And as a rule, Gervonta Davis is a bad guy. So even if they do the same thing, when Devin does it, it's good. When Gervonta Davis does it, it's bad. Right? Whatever bad you may say. Like, if Devin does it, it's good enough. If Gervonta Davis does it, it's not good enough. Right? So if it's Devin, it's good. If it's Gervonta, it's not good enough. So any way they go, that is the answer with fighters that they don't like, especially if they really are PR workers that are not actually organic boxing fans, but yet people that are paid or rewarded, maybe with tickets to fights, maybe with trips to fights, maybe with meeting fighters, whatever it is that makes you feel important, whatever value you get, you're going to get in exchange for towing that line, that these people are good. Like, take, for example, Turki Al-Sheikh. Everything Turki Al-Sheikh does is good. Everything that Al Heyman does is bad. So even though Turki is doing the same thing Al wanted to do, because Turki is good, it's good. But because Al is bad, it's bad. Al wants a monopoly. Monopolies are bad. Turki wants a monopoly. Monopolies are good. Then you answer why. Well, the real why is because Turki wants it. And why is it bad? Because Al wants it. It's the logic that starts with my guy is right, which means my guy is good and your guy is bad. And that's why you can't trust people that do that. You can't. Big Mel said a little color for the show. Thank you, bro. And Phoenix said Tank fought nobody, but you can fight his previous opponents for money, a title, or Shakur and Devin. You can't fight their opponents for shit that's wild. Oh, yes. Anyway, here's the link again. You are one. Let me get this gongs for y'all. Thank y'all, man. Oh, thank y'all, man. We got 14 super chats, man. We trying to get, do we have 20 donations? 20 donations is always a beautiful. We got it. One over yonder. David Lynch yesterday, brother. Thank you for your support yesterday, David. I missed that, man. Thank you, David Lynch. And Terrell said he don't know if it came through. Thank you, Terrell. Yesterday, I did get that. It did come through. Thank you, brother. Fanon, I agree 100%. They wanted Devin Haney to be the star, but the star is Tank. They're mad. Look, bro, they were okay with Gervonta Davis being the star until certain people started making money off of Tank. Yeah, they don't want my guys' fighters to do well so they can keep robbing and pretending like they're gambling on fights against them. You know, it's pretty pitiful, man. Big Willie in the building. Thank you, brother. Said Debbie is girl. Hey, let me tell you something, bro. How much do I pay for my services as a lawyer? I don't charge anything for my services. I don't. I also don't charge anything for extermination services either. I go by all kind of people's houses, and every once in a while, bro, I'll kill a rat for them for free. You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes you got to do some things for free, bro. You know what I mean? Like in Chicago, we do things for free all the time, partner. You know what I mean? We used to go out there and work with nonprofits, that had a lot of, they had a lot of rats. They had a lot of South American rats on the south side. So what we would do is we would pay all this money and we would go out there and we would exterminate these rats for free. You know what I mean? And then sometimes, you know, I personally don't represent you, but dude, we got a whole law firm, bro. And anytime that you guys fuck around, it's like they call it U.S. Law Shield, bro. Anytime you need it, it's there for you, brother. But anyway, that's what I do. What you do, little man? What do you do? Yeah, dog, I do that shit for free. You know what I mean? We do that shit for free. Won't charge you a dime. Hey, I'm serious, man. It's important because there's a lot of rats in the black community. There's a lot of rats in the black community. There's a lot of roaches in these houses, and the value of your house goes down if you don't have an exterminator that can come by and can get rid of those rats, bro, and then get rid of those roaches, bro. And what I found was I would rather donate my time getting rid of rats and roaches than I would doing something like practicing law and putting people in jail that I don't want to go to jail and all of that. You know what I mean? What I do as far as the law goes is I'll just know the law well enough to put your black ass in jail, and that's all I need to know. You know what I mean? He said facts for 9 is called long haul terms sometimes. You know what I mean? So anyway, bro, you can keep blapping that lip, bro. Chicago used to be the Robert Taylor South Side. The Robert Taylor homes used to be on the South Side. But anyway, man, no, seriously, man. That's what I'll do for free. You guys want to call me the Rat Trapper. I do that pro bono. Let me tell you what I'll do pro bono. I bet you if I pull the right levers, I bet you I can get your country bombed. How much you want to bet that? How much you want to bet that? How much you want to bet? I got like 9 more minutes on this live stream. How much you want to bet? Seriously, you want me to do a Lincoln lawyer for you? I bet you I can put you in jail where you are. How about that? And I won't charge you a thing, buddy. How you feel right now not having any money, bro? I know. I mean, you think I'm playing. I like that you think I'm playing. I like that you think I'm playing with you. I like it. I do. I like that you think I'm playing with you. I like that. I like that you think that's funny. I like that. You know what I mean? Because it makes doing it that much easier. You know what I'm saying? Like when I got out of law school, I was going to be a prosecutor and an excellent prosecutor. But when I started trying people and I started really, you know, like the state started winning, I was like, you know what? I don't really want to do this. This is not fun. But I have to admit now, putting you dudes in jail has been a lot of fun. Putting Big U's ass in jail was fun. It was. It was fun. See, I didn't even know who Big U was. His ass is still in jail. Now, you see how that works? See, like, it doesn't matter if I know who you are or not. You're still going to go to jail. That's how that works. So you can keep saying Lincoln lawyer and cracking that joke while your niggas are going to jail. So I appreciate you cracking the joke because all you're doing is going to put more people in jail. Now, get me right. They're going to go to jail anyway. They're going to go to jail anyway. But you're just going to make me happy that they're going to go to jail. You hear me? Like you just making me feel you're just removing any guilt that I have from exposing you. Okay? You're going to make me glad that I did it. You hear me? You're going to make me glad that I did it. You gap-toothed fuck. Now do a live stream and have somebody not talk bad about your lying ass. Bro, let me ask you a question, bro. When you're in jail, when you niggas are in jail, are you still gonna laugh? Are you still gonna laugh? Now that Chuck E. Cheese ain't giving you no more money, do you still find that funny? Let me rhyme. Chuck E. Cheese don't give no more money. Do you find that funny? Chuck E. Cheese ain't got no money. Do you find that funny? Yo, niggas is in jail. What the hell? You find that funny? Hey, bro, Turkey al-Sheikh having no money. Turkey al-Sheikh not having any money because they dropped bombs in Saudi Arabia. You find that funny? Eddie Hearn becoming a manager because he's not going to get any Saudi money. You find that funny? I find it real funny. I do. I'm going to tell you right now, I am like the only person that finds it funny that the entire United Arab Emirates is under bomb watch. I'm the only one that finds it funny that Israel, your boys, have no Iron Dome anymore and shit's just raining over the top of them like there's no fucking tomorrow. I find it really funny that the militants in the Middle East can attack anywhere they want in the Middle East with no cover from the U.S. military because all the bases are gone. I think I'm the only person that finds that funny. Because I find it hilarious. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know why? Because I told you guys better keep your fucking hands out these people's money. And you can say what you want. A year ago, Turkey al-Sheikh had unlimited funds. A year ago, I told you Turkey al-Sheikh will not continue to have those funds. As of right now, they are inundated by 1,000-pound head missiles flying at them. Oh, the Iron Dome got shut down. Oh, the Iron Dome? Oh, the Iron Dome got shut down, Barbara D. Iran is bombing them unabated. Unabated. You know why? Because somebody gave them warheads that split into 80 they sent a missile up that splits into 80 different pieces. And it totally exhausted their military supply. And now Israel, and I feel so sorry for them, looks like Gaza. For real. Yes. See, they don't tell you these things. They don't tell you about the L's they take when they sit over here talking this shit because they think it's funny. So look, bro. Oh, I'm sorry. You ain't got nothing else to say. You waiting to make another name about jealousy and all of that, bro. I ain't jealous of shit, bro. You niggas are shut down. And I don't even have to get any money out of it. I did it for the love of the game. So let me tell you what got y'all, bro. See, I did it for the love of the game. I did it for the love of the game. For the love of the game. Let me just figure out how you operate. Let me expose how you operate to the right people. And let me shut your shit completely down. And when I shut your shit down, I'm going to make a lot of money for other people. So everybody's going to make all the money you thought you were going to make. And the money leaves and moves right over there on the other side of town from you bums. And now you guys have to try to negotiate pennies out of Romero. You got to come to Papa, baby. You bums ain't got no money over there in the zone. Where's the DAZN money going to come from? Do you understand the price of oil may go to $200 a barrel, and Saudi Arabia can't even produce it because they're gonna blow up the oil refineries and the company. Don't you know what you niggas did to yourselves talking crazy to a Lincoln lawyer? How you feel, man? How many more losses you gonna take, BB? How many losses you gonna take, BB? Let me call you by your initials, because there's so many other BBs. It's like this guy, Bibi Netanyahu. Bibi Netanyahu is sick as shit right now because he's getting his ass whooped in a way that he didn't know that he was going to get his ass whooped. No, because he thought he had the backing of all the big boys. Little did he know that there was one big boy that don't like him at all. And this one big boy had all the ability to move all of those missiles over there and paid for them all, got them where they needed to be, and then just blew your shit sideways, Mr. Netanyahu. And just blew your ass the fuck up. And can do it for the next 5 years, bro. And can do it. No, I'm saying it's good. And can do that shit forever. Oh, yeah, they got the money to do it forever, bro. Trust me. They got the money to do it forever. They can do it forever. Ever. Trust me, they got so much shit, bro. It's crazy. Anyway, blues for me. Yeah, dog. We talking about the world stage now, little man. You thought you was playing around. You thought cats couldn't play. We're global. Hey, nigga, duck. Hey, we're global. We're global. We're global. Y'all remember that? We're global. You're just domestic. I'm global. I'm global. You remember when them UK dudes used to come by and say that shit all the time? These niggas be so, you're just from the United States. You're not global. You don't understand. Americans don't understand. You're not global. You're not flying back and forth to Dubai. You're not flying back and forth to the United Arab Emirates and making all this money. You're not, oh my God. Boom. Man, dog, I don't care, man, please. Boom. Boom. Nigga, what do you say again? What'd you say? Hey, bro, do you remember when I told y'all, please put a 1 in the chat, when I told you about a beef that took place between Suzanne Rice and Snoop Dogg? Hey, man, put a 1 in the chat if you remember what happened between Suzanne Rice and Snoop Dogg. Please, somebody tell me. Can anybody tell me what happened with Suzanne Rice and Snoop Dogg? I just want to know if you don't. Tervon Gonzalez said he remembers. Anybody else remember? Because if everybody remembers, I won't go into the story. All right, so Snoop Dogg, let me tell you what Snoop Dogg said. Snoop Dogg was mad at Gayle King. You obviously all know who Gayle King is. Snoop Dogg was mad at Gayle King. Gayle King is friends with Suzanne Rice. Suzanne Rice is the former Secretary of State under George Bush. Snoop Dogg said some shit about sending somebody to go get Gayle King. Like, Gayle King, you talking all that shit, you better be careful before we send somebody at you. Bro, Suzanne Rice told Snoop Dogg, you better shut your ass up before I send somebody at you. And let me tell you what that meant. It meant Suzanne Rice will put you underneath some shit, and ain't no way you're ever going to get a conviction for her doing it. Let me tell you, Suzanne Rice threatened that man's life like, bro, fuck around, you're going to be Jimi Hendrix. Okay? Fuck around and threaten somebody else. Your catalog's volume, the value of your catalog is going to go up 100 times because you're not going to be alive anymore. That's what she told him. Keep talking, and we're going to let you know there's going to be a lot of people making money off you not being around anymore. And Suzanne Rice can do that without a doubt. Shout out to the homie Suzanne Rice. Power to the people. And I mean that. Power to the people. As in, I'm a person, and if you fuck around, I'm way worse than she is. And y'all fell into it. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Because Suzanne Rice can only do so much because she's a public figure. But y'all act like y'all tough guys and shit. Because you guys want to spar and shit. Y'all niggas want to spar and shit and put it on camera and act like you did something and shake hands and hell no. Anyway, leave me alone, BB. Leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone. All right? You're not going to be getting this money. Y'all not going to be getting this goddamn money. You're not. Okay? You're not. And like I said, you be careful who you talking to. Now, somebody said, and I know who it was that said it. It's a certain dude from the South Side said some shit to me yesterday about, Fanon, you trying to scare me. I'm not trying to scare you. Don't care if you scared. Exactly. They want to spar, bro. I'm insulted, bro. I'm insulted. I'm insulted that somebody would want to spar me, bro. I'm insulted. Dog, that's like saying to somebody like, anyway, like I said, bro. Like I said, U.S. Marines, shout out to the U.S. Marines, bro. I need to get me some more Marines, bro. I need to get my U.S. Marines thing again. Anyway, who wants this? I'm not going to say who they are. I'm not going to say who they are. You know, somebody that had to sell me out eventually. Not even sell me out, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, back to you, bro. It's your life. Don't ruin it for yourself. I mean, look, bro. All I'm telling you is, bro, is I'm not no mark, bro. I'm not a mark, okay? I'm not a mark. So you guys can stop acting like I'm a mark. That's what we're going to get established in this bitch. I am not a mark. I'm not. I'm not the one you set your target on. I'm not that guy. Not that guy. You know how they say that little kid said that? I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. Yeah. You a ladies' man. Bro, you a ladies' man. You not that guy. You not that guy. Survivor said, I bet they got dudes who can actually box who take them out easy money. Look, man, I ain't even care. He said, my man was a Marine, the toughest group to ever exist. Exactly. I need more Marines in my life, bro. Like, anyway, man, let's get back to this, though. Devin Haney telling somebody, anybody, and I mean anybody, hey, bro, I'm going to be blatant. Any color, I want to get 3 more super chats or 3 more donations to the channel. We made our goal today. I have to set a goal and affirmatively tell people that we're on here to raise money so we can keep doing this channel. Because honestly, dog, I don't have a Chuck E. Cheese that can pour money at me or that will pour other people's money at me. You know what I mean? They want to pay me net profit. You know what I'm saying? And these niggas trying to be in the cost. Let's put it that way. These clowns want to give me the shit net. No, gross. Gross. By the way, let me tell you the new contract terms. The new contract terms are pay me out the gross. Off the top, out the gross. All that guy does is, hey, bro, let me tell you something. Some amateur boxer. Let me think of this. Let me tell you this logic with this here. Bro, if you're an amateur boxer, and I am not an amateur boxer, And I absolutely can get your ass snatched about your house. And you cannot get me snatched out my house. I'm telling you, look, this is Suzanne Rice, right? Suzanne Rice looks at him and says, look, bro, you cannot get me snatched out my house, but I can get you snatched out your house. I win. You cannot rap me, Snoop, and I'm better at getting you snatched out your crib. So why would Suzanne Rice have a rap battle with Snoop Dogg over a disagreement? No. What Suzanne Rice said was, Snoop Dogg, I have a disagreement with you. You said you were going to send somebody to go get her. How about I send somebody to come get you? You got anything else to say? Snoop ain't threatened nobody else in his life. Got that? She didn't say, hey, Snoop, how about us have a rap battle? How about I play the piano? Because you know Condoleezza Rice can play the piano. Well, I don't know if Suzanne Rice can or can't, but I think she plays the violin. How about we pay the violin and see who's the best music? No. There was a scene, and I'm talking to you clowns. There's a scene in the Game of Thrones where the queen of the realm was talking to the guy that was responsible for running the money. Right? It was the queen talking to the guy that was responsible for the exchequer or the head banker, who also had responsibility for a network of spies. The guy's name was Littlefinger, if you saw it. Littlefinger tells Queen Cersei what power is and says that power is in information. Power is in the fact that I know this about you and I know that about you. And I also, because I have this information and access to the money, I'm really the powerful one here. That's what Queen Cersei, that's what the guy's name was Littlefinger or Peter Baelish said to Queen Cersei. Do you know what Queen Cersei did? She said, kill him. That's all she did. She said, kill him. And all of the guards stuck their swords right in the throat, started to stab right off the order, was going to stab him right there. The soldiers didn't ask, oh, is this guy the ex-check? And they didn't say, oh, how will it affect the realm if I kill Littlefinger? Right? Those soldiers didn't say any of that. The soldier just said, I'm going to do what the lady said. So then she said, stop. And her statement was, power is power. Money is not power. Your gossiping, lying asses are not power. Power is power. That's what Suzanne Rice told Snoop Dogg, and that's what I'm telling y'all. You guys want to play your little cloak and dagger games. Your cloak and dagger games are just cloak and dagger games. It doesn't matter when somebody just comes by with a Gatling gun and blows the whole spot up. It doesn't matter if you're being sneaky in all of the con jobs you're running out of Dubai, if they drop a bomb on the building you live in. I mean, seriously, how much money do you see? You should listen to how these rich people talk when they're around military people. Their attitude is completely different when they get those guns pointed at them. I'm telling you, none of your money matters when that takes place. And you guys can believe me or you cannot believe me. You guys are playing with military people. You're stealing money from people that got militaries. Yes, you do. Yes, you are. And you got caught. And you're salty. And now Devin doesn't have any funding. Where's your money going to come from, BB? Where's your money going to come from? And by the way, Lion MF do nothing but continue to lose power over and over. That's what they do. And then they act like they're winning. Let me tell you the big thing that they do. They always act like they're winning. No matter how bad the loss, they're always winning. Have you noticed that? No matter how bad the loss, they're always winning. Always winning. You can know that they're losing. You literally could be the one pulverizing them. But when you look up in that newspaper, there they are winning. You can be destroying them behind the scenes. Bro, let me tell you something, dog. I blocked your channel again, dude. I will block your channel again, dog. I'll block your channel again, bro. I have no interest in talking to you, dog. Like I said, if you got an issue with me, make that issue very, very real. If you don't have a very real issue with me, leave me alone. And I mean that shit to the bottom of my heart. If you got a real issue with me, make that issue real. All the way real. Not a debate, not a conversation, not a sparring match, not none of that. You niggas threaten me, you better be ready to come with every single solitary thing. If you are not willing to do that, leave me the fuck alone. Got it? That's it. I don't like you. I don't even know you. That's all that is. Because I know you're directed at me by other people. So go tell your bosses, Martin said no thank you. And if you're going to beef with me, it's going to be real shit. Real ones. Real. As in actual shit happening. Not let's patty cake with each other. No. No. Not interested in it. Have never been interested in it. That's what they do. They act like they're winning, but yet they got to come see me. You act like you're winning while you're losing terribly. So that you can get a little, oh, let's act like we're winning because maybe they'll give us something in a negotiation. No, I'm not giving you nothing. It is my job to get you guys put in jail, and I mean it. And I'm being very clear with what I'm doing. Every one of you crooks are going to jail. If you don't go to jail, that's because you snitched. Very, very clear. If you don't go to jail, it's because you snitched. Because there's nobody that has a real issue with me that ain't in that bullshit. Because I ain't never done shit to you for you to deserve. Because of a boxing opinion? No, bro, you're false flagging me. And Bill Haney can fuck off. I don't care. Bill, you're not going to make somebody be nice to me for 4 or 5 months. And then all of a sudden, when it's time, oh, then we got an issue when it's time. Right? How do you do it, Bill? What's your game plan, Bill? You send people over here to talk to me, to come on the show, leave their comments, see if they can start an argument, see if they can just whatever. You give them their own channel. And then 4 or 5 months, 6 months down the line, all of a sudden they got some gigantic beef with me. And all of a sudden I can't talk about boxing. I got to talk about some petty beef with some YouTube channel because you want to set it up, Bill. Bill, I will put you underneath. Bro, leave me the fuck alone and you know it. Okay? Leave me alone. I mean it, leave me alone. He said, I wish everyone told the truth like you do. There's nothing wrong with the truth. There is for them. Block me on a conversation on YouTube. Bro, you can come see me. If you already know y'all tried to come see me. And that's the crazy thing. You Negroes have already tried it. You already tried it. You wouldn't be back talking all this dumb shit if you hadn't already failed. Thank you, Philly Dog. Sorry about that. Let me back up. Look, man. You guys stood there with Turkey al-Sheikh. You stood and took pictures, a group of you, with Turkey al-Sheikh. All of you acting like this is the new era of boxing and how your money was going to come in and sweep over the sport of boxing. That's what you did. You invested a bunch of money. Tell me when I'm back. Tell me when I'm back when y'all caught up. Y'all invested a bunch of money. A bunch of money. What up, Knockout? You guys invested a bunch of money in these YouTube channels. Now there are bombs raining. Let me repeat. Bombs raining in the Middle East. Where's your money coming from? Zufta? 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 I mean, seriously, where are the fights? They already said that the big fights were for the ones in Saudi Arabia. Now you can't fight in Saudi Arabia. Where are you going to get the money from? Here's a link. Here's a link. Where are you going to get the money from? The answer is you're not going to get the money from anywhere. What you going to do? Where's the money coming? Do you see how that ends right there with this war? With $100 a gallon gas, oil? Anyway, man. Look, man, it's been a blast. Let me get up out of here a little early. Oh, we made it. Oh, I got another one. No, somebody supported the chat. Hold on, man. Thank you, bro. Good now. Thank you, brother. Is that a... Oh, I want to get started. Oh, I started that. Okay, cool. Barbara D, thank you. Thank you, Barbara D. Much, let me get that going to you. And Sky Miller said to help stop BB Incorporated, they got to stop that nigga, man. God don't like ugly. No, they don't. Where the money coming from? Hey, maybe KO. Hey, look. I know for a fact Knockout Boxing is smarter than y'all Negroes are. Maybe Knockout Boxing can tell me where the money's coming from. Maybe they can tell. Somebody got to tell me where that money's going to come from. You guys found somebody for the money after Daniel Kinahan got put out. Can you do it twice? I don't think you can. Anyway, much love, bro. To everybody in the chat. Claressa Sheilds need to stop acting like she can beat men. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.